The Great War of 1914 to 1918 stands as one of history's most transformative conflicts, reshaping not only the political map of Europe, but the very fabric of human civilization. What began as a regional dispute in the Balkans following the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand quickly escalated into a global catastrophe that would claim over 16 million lives and fundamentally alter the course of the 20th century. The conflict emerged from a complex web of alliances, imperial rivalries, and nationalist tensions that had been building across Europe for decades. The Ottoman Empire's decline, the rise of German industrial power, and the intricate system of mutual defense treaties created a powder keg that required only a spark to ignite. When that spark came, in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914, the domino effect was swift and inexorable. World War I introduced warfare on an unprecedented scale, transforming military tactics and technology forever. The romance of cavalry charges and gentlemanly combat gave way to the brutal reality of mechanized slaughter. Machine guns, poison gas, artillery barrages, and trench warfare created killing fields that stretched across Europe's landscape. The Western Front became a scar across France and Belgium, where millions of young men faced each other across a deadly no-man's land that moved mere miles despite years of fighting. The human cost extended far beyond the battlefield. Entire generations of young Europeans were decimated, leaving permanent demographic scars on nations like France, Germany, and Britain. The war's industrial demands transformed economies and societies, bringing women into factories and offices in unprecedented numbers, while rationing and shortages became daily realities for civilians across the continent. Technology advanced at breakneck speed under wartime pressure. Aviation evolved from experimental curiosity to essential military tool. Chemical weapons introduced new horrors to warfare. Communication systems, medical techniques, and manufacturing processes all accelerated their development to meet the war's demands. These innovations would later reshape peacetime society in ways both beneficial and troubling. The conflict's global reach extended far beyond Europe. Colonial troops from Africa, Asia, and the Pacific fought in European trenches while separate campaigns raged across the Middle East, Africa, and the seas. The Ottoman Empire's alliance with Germany opened new fronts from the Dardanelles to Mesopotamia, while German colonies in Africa became battlegrounds for imperial competition. Russia's withdrawal following the 1917 revolution fundamentally altered the war's trajectory, allowing Germany to concentrate forces on the Western Front for their final offensive. However, America's entry that same year provided the Allies with fresh manpower and industrial capacity that ultimately proved decisive. The arrival of American doughboys in 1917 and 1918 tipped the balance irreversibly against the Central Powers. The war's end came not through dramatic battlefield victory, but through gradual collapse of the Central Powers' ability to continue fighting. Germany's allies fell away one by one, while internal revolution and economic exhaustion finally forced the German leadership to seek armistice. The guns fell silent at 11 o'clock on November 11, 1918, ending 4 years of unprecedented carnage. The peace treaties that followed proved almost as consequential as the war itself. The dissolution of empires created new nations while redrawing boundaries across Europe and the Middle East. The harsh terms imposed on Germany in the Treaty of Versailles would contribute to resentments that would explode into an even more devastating conflict just 20 years later. World War I's legacy extends far beyond its immediate aftermath. The conflict shattered optimistic beliefs in human progress and rational civilization that had dominated the 19th century. Literature, art, and philosophy reflected this profound disillusionment, while political movements from communism to fascism emerged from the war's chaos. The old European order that had maintained relative stability for a century lay in ruins, replaced by an uncertain world where democracy, revolution, and authoritarianism competed for dominance. This great war remains a defining moment in human history, demonstrating both our capacity for unprecedented destruction and our ability to endure, adapt, and eventually rebuild from even the most devastating conflicts. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Great War's most compelling moments. If this historical content brought the past to life for you, please subscribe to our channel for more colorized and animated history. Like this video and share it with fellow history enthusiasts.